Hello YouTube, John Cornelius here. I'm going to show you how to put the rear shocks on the Ford F150 2001 with a V6 in it. This is a super cab or a extended cab. I think they called it back in the day. It's not a four-wheel drive. Okay, these shocks I got from AutoZone for half the price. I got them from Amazon, half the price of AutoZone. Same as that kind. And what you want to do is you want to take this bottom bolt out first that goes on your axle. You'll take the screw that goes here, nut on one side, and the bolt on the other. You'll take an 18mm wrench on one side, and this here on the other side. And you may have to break it a little bit with the wrench first, and then you can finish taking it out with that. And it'll zoom out. When it does, this shock will come out and go towards the ground. And when it does, this whole thing will stretch out. Except it won't look like these. These had a plastic cover on them. I took a utility knife, and you want to do this, you want to start at the bottom and go cut up towards the top. And with one hand, you want to turn the shock while you're cutting with the other hand. Get rid of this thing, because you're going to take and put a pair of vice grips on it. And when you put that pair of vice grips on it, you're going to take this 18mm wrench and you're going to put up here where the nut was. And then you're going to be able to take this, and you're going to do almost 360-degree turns, and you're going to be able to unscrew this nut up here while you got this through the hole on the frame. And the hole on the frame is going to hold this in place while you're down here torquing it. And you just unscrew that baby, and it'll come right off real quick. And it saves a lot of time. And let me show you where you take this wrench and you stick it over here in that hole right there, and that hole's on both sides, and you put this up in there, and it braces on against the side here, and one end will be on your shock, but the shock's off right now. And then you down there and turn. On the passenger side, there's a muffler in the way, but you can take this thing with one hand and your vice grips with the other, and you can work around so you can still get 180-degree turn with your vice grips while your wrench holds it in place, even with a muffler in the way. And this and over here the same thing. Once you figure out how to do it, you can move this shock around because it's not connected on the axle, and you can unscrew that baby. And when you want to put this new shock in, you want to put the bottom in first. Put your nut through there, and you want to put this little spacer thing in here because it makes it fit the bolt that comes from the factory. And you stick this in there, put your bolt through your nut on. You screw that down pretty tight. Once you get that tight, then you hold this, you put this little washer on here, and then that little rubber thing. And you see this here, this one's kind of concave, and you screw, you don't put that on yet, you'll put that on later. So once you get that on there, you gotta have this on before you cut this little wire. Once you got that on, you hold this to where it's going towards the hole, and you take one hand and you cut it with wire pliers, and this thing will come out and go, and you want to direct it right up in that hole. And once it's up in that hole, you put this on first like this, or you put this rubber thing on, I'm sorry. Put this rubber thing on, and then this on, and then the nut on. And I put this down and tighten it down pretty good with a ratcheting wrench, 18mm. And then once it's on pretty tight, then I secure it with that one, on top of that one. And it's actually way easier to put the new ones on than it is to get these old ones off. But once you figure out how to use that, and if you go to turning, and you got this thing mounted just like 90-degree on there, it'll slip some. But see how I kind of got it sideways? And I get on there tight, and then I pull down just a little bit, and it puts a torque on it so you can get it you can turn this without it slipping. So when you're turning, as long as this bar's turning, you know that it's unscrewing up there because it's all connected. So anyways, that's how you do it to save some time. In less than 5 minutes, hopefully I saved you a bunch of time. Have a great day.